All right, guys, so we got the Supercharger back from Illinois. We are ready. Hopefully by end of today, we should be able to get our first startup in. But here is the old snout. As you can see, they re-pressed new pins in there, or pressed new pins in there. I don't know if you can see that right there. But that one looks new, that one looks new, and that one looks new. They were snapped off. If you guys watch the other videos, there's still one in there, but that one is not too hard to get off. You just gotta push that back with the screwdriver. I got a gasket kit at the shop, so we're not gonna reuse this old gasket, just to be on the safe side. And we also have the most important one are these paper ones. They rip off pretty quick, so you gotta replace those. Other than that, right now I'm gonna go ahead to AutoZone or an Advanced Auto and grab some carb cleaner. I was doing some research, and people are saying just to spray down some carb cleaner and use some compressed air to clean it out. But they inspected it. They didn't see any like worn out bearings or anything like that, so that's a good sign. Alright, so I got 2 cans of some carburetor cleaner. Everyone is saying to use this stuff instead of brake clean for some odd reason. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the Supercharger apart. I already got the lid off, of course. I'm gonna remove the intercooler that's on the back of the Supercharger that has a cooling hoses going to it. And then, damn, the Supercharger lid is rattling. But after I take that off, then it'll allow me to remove the intercoolers on top of the Supercharger. And then once those come off, everything's gonna be pretty easy to clean out. We'll spray it down, use some compressed air to dry it off, and then reassemble everything and get it installed into the Jeep. And hopefully by the end of today, we should have a startup video. I did grab a couple quarts of some 8 and 9 speed trans fluid. Most certain it's gonna be low on some fluid, so I got 3 quarts just in case. And then I had the owner bringing me the PCM that he had from his old modification tune, and then we're gonna install that until I get the other PCM back, the one we're unlocking for the tuning. So he has 2 PCMs. He has the original one that had, you know, no tune on it, and he had the other one that was tuned by some other shop, the one that blew up. So we're gonna use that one, but I'm gonna revert it back to stock. He still has a stock file on his tuner, and then hopefully with that file we can get it started and just hear how it sounds. And we can't go too crazy with it today because the tune is still stock and it has all the extra stuff we did to it, so we don't want to blow it up again. So once we get to the shop, we're gonna take the Supercharger down, get it cleaned up, install it back in the Jeep, and then hopefully we'll get our first startup. You ready? Oh, this one is not down. All right, go. Ugh.
This is all this fixed?
Yeah, put new pins in there. Put the stock pulley, but the cap, oh, he didn't have a cap.
Alright. That's it, we could take it off his old one.
Yeah. Alright, bring the Supercharger.
Come on, please.
What size is that? Oh. Alright, so we'll take this piece off, and then these things will come off right after. And then we'll start cleaning it out. There you go.
See the gasket kit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, open it now.
Yeah. Put them on each side, put this. Everything to take off. Stuff in there.
You know how much these cost?
How much?
800 bucks a piece.
In stuff.
So that's really it. We got it cleaned out the best we could. Looks a lot better. And we got the new gaskets. That's on the new bolts for the snout too.
Yeah.
This is the snout gasket over here.
Did it come with no O-rings for this or no?
I don't think so. I actually did. 4?
Yeah.
Nope. Where's the part number on this? You guys need it. Now we're gonna put on the supercharger snout. Gotta put on the gasket first. And then after he's done with that, we're gonna replace these since it already came with it. So those face that way. And it also came with a cap for the snout. So this kit really comes with everything. Because this cap breaks off if you're trying to even be gentle with this, so it snaps. What comes with the new one. That's it. Yeah, this one came with a new gasket too. I'm gonna change that.
Where's the bolts for this top?
We're here. The snout's on. I got to torque it to 26 foot-pounds.
Hold it.
Like that.
Hold that.
Why, you threw it out?
Yeah.
You threw it out before?
No. Is it this way?
I think it's the other way. There you go. Alright, sorry for the lid. Now here are the fuel rails off the Redeye. As you can see, the supply line goes from the side, but on the Trackhawks, it goes from the back. So we're gonna take out these injectors. These are ID 1300s. Now we're gonna put them on this one, so we can put on the Redeye blower. These are easy to snap off. Get those replaced, bolt that on there, and then we're ready to install the supercharger. That's it. The rails are installed. We got the hoses transferred over from the old one. It's ready to get dropped in. What do you think, boss? All right, so we got the supercharger on, got the serpentine belt with the supercharger belt. We connected the reservoir for the supercharger cooler. Now we're gonna top it off and then try to start it up for the first time. But I have to download the old tune back on this one. This was the original PCM with the modification. What is that?
This is
Oh, the catch can?
yeah.
We do that later. Let's
It goes
start it
from
up.
here to here, right?
Yeah.
Between those two.
Yep. And cold air intake, where's that one at? Well, I got the tuning device over here. I got to install the cable and then put it back to factory. And then we got to install this one. But that's really it. Want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing? All right, man. We got coolant in there. We're gonna take off the bleeder so the coolant goes down and give it a start up, see what it does. You wanna put the intake on?
Crank it, bro. Just crank it. See if it's going down by itself.
I'm gonna crank it, but I'm not gonna let it start.
Oh, let it start.
Let it start?
Yeah, like for a second. Let's see if everything's good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Make sure the oil. Check the oil full.
It didn't leak out yet.
Yet.
Good.
Full?
Yeah.
Ready? Hey, but I think it's gonna have a rough time idling because of this. You got a hose to block it in with?
That's as you start. We're not letting it run.
All right. You ready?
Let's see if it starts.
Ugh. All right. Redeye Trackhawk. First startup. Yes, sir. Start it off.
Antifreeze started going up.
Up.
Yeah.
So much air.
We just gotta bleed it.
Open the valve.
Yeah. At least it started.
It's too easy, bro. We didn't want to leave it running too long because the transit fluid will get hot and then we can't check it. You're supposed to check it when it's cool. So we're gonna check the transit fluid, top it off, bring it back down, leave it running, and then bleed the coolant and just finish it off. All right, so that's it. Really, we're done on top. Well, we're done on the bottom. We put the belly pan on, but we topped off the trans fluid. It took about 2 quarts. We're gonna do the AC. We installed the cold air intake. Now we're gonna do the catch can, and then we'll leave it running. Make sure there's no leaks on the bottom or anything like that. And then we gotta bleed the coolant. Make sure that's good. Yeah, it went down again. As soon as we're gonna do that, we're gonna pull it outside, leave it running for about 20 minutes, check up on it, and then take it for our first test drive. We can't get on the throttle too much because this is still the stock PCM off the regular Hellcat or Cherokee. So we have to tune this one to make sure it's running good with the Redeye blower. go. I'm gonna stop the video here for now. I have to leave it running for a while to burn off this oil. I don't know if you can see it, but when the engine blew up, all the oil got inside of the exhaust. It's still burning out. I gotta check engine light for intake air temperature sensor. That's because it was disconnected. But that's what's a P51D. I don't know what that is. But that's it. Only 2 codes. It sounds really good. Sounds smooth. That's it. There you have it. 1 of 1 Redeye Trackhawk. All good to go. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for the next part where we take it on the road and actually have some fun with it. See how it does as a Redeye swap Trackhawk.